Okay, we're here with Ricktor of Wolfpack 44, and we're going to ask him some questions today about his band and upcoming things and everything else. So, tell us a little bit about your band, Rick.
Well, Wolfpack 44 has been in existence for a little over a year now. We've been in the studio since April of 13, completing our debut album. The band was formed basically as an extension of my other band, the Electric Hellfire Club, which a lot of people know we've been around for a long time. Did a lot of records on Cleopatra. That band, we kind of had a hiatus for a little while. We basically, we had a long road of touring and mayhem and debauchery. So we all went our separate ways, and when I kind of climbed out of the black hole of life I was dwelling in, I kind of formed this band as more or less an extension of the same ethos of Electric Hellfire Club, which is, a very occultic, satanic band, heavy. We embrace electronics and technology, and it just kind of evolved from there. The sound itself, too, based on the members that I acquired since the thing began. And it took on a life of its own. I didn't know what it was going to sound like when I started it. I just had riffs and some people I wanted to work with, and, well, here we are now. So,
you mentioned members. I noticed you have different people from different parts. Name some of your guest people and members.
Well, the core of the band is essentially myself and Julian Xyz from, also known as Zaffin, from the band Kult of Azazel, one of the basically premier U.S. black metal bands. They've been around for a long time and have done some kick-ass things. And Julian and I have been friendly for a long time, and when it came time to look for a front man, it was awesome that Julian had what I wanted. He had the talent. He also plays guitar and sings. I think that this project kind of pushed his vocals and pushed him to kind of stretch as an artist. What he was doing with Cult of Azazel is very straightforward, brutal black metal. We're not black metal, however, we have a lot of association with those people. I've worked with some bigger names in the genre, and naturally with Julian's vocals and some of the stuff we're doing, it has some of that sound to it. However, musically, I don't think that we could. We're trying to avoid genre categorization. We don't want to be, labeled black metal or industrial. We have a lot of everything in there. Definitely heavy, powerful guitars, brutal vocals. However, we've got also some female vocals. We use some technology, some samples. We have some guests involved as well. Aside from Julian, a drummer that I've always wanted to work with, his name is Paul Collier. He's currently in the band Pessimist, but he played with Angel Corpse, Nox Umbra, a bunch of bands. He's based out of Chicago, and I saw him play. They opened when Hellfire Club was on tour. His band opened the show in St. Louis, and I met him then. And I was just blown away by his drumming, and I just knew that eventually we talked about doing a project for a long time, and the timing was right, stars aligned, whatever, and so he's doing the live stuff when we get to that point. And we've got Sorath he used to be the bass player of Commandant. He's also in Against the Plagues right now. He's done a lot of stuff. So that's the live nucleus of the band. Thomas Thorne, Reverend Thomas Thorne, the singer, keyboardist, programmer, songwriter from Electric Hellfire Club, contributed stuff to the record. He's done some lyrics, some vocals, some spoken word. We had Jinx Dawson, legendary Jinx from the old 70s occult band Coven. Basically came and did some lyrics and some vocals on the record with us, and we contributed some stuff to her new album as well. And we've also got the guys from Dark Funeral, Lord Ahriman and Shaq Moll, both guitar players from Dark Funeral. Myself and Lord Ahriman go back quite a ways. We did a project together called Wolfen Society, which was a couple guys from EHC, me and Thomas, Lord Ahriman from Dark Funeral, Kyle from Incantation, and Vince Crowley from Acheron. I also played some lead on the latest Acheron that'll be out in a couple of months on Listenable, so I've been busy. But yeah, and then we have the producer that I'm working with in Chicago. His name's Nick Dibbs. He's of the metal genre, but he's a huge electronic, brilliant, virtuoso kind of musician. And I came to him. I had a vision. We worked out a deal, studio time, price, and the guy is awesome at programming, and we started just writing the frameworks of the songs, and then Julian, we're in the Midwest here, so Julian lives in Florida, so what we would do is do a lot of file sharing. He would go into the studio down there and record demo versions, and we'd kind of, it's been a long process, but, you know, we've been very fucking particular about how these songs are working out, and, you know, we've chucked a few things even, so, you know, but in a way, I think it's going to be worth it, because the album is pretty epic. I mean, we've released 2 tracks from it already, and we've gotten a shitload of press, so things are going well.
With everybody you have that are contributing, knowing stuff, and they have certain labels, has anybody shown any interest in signing you guys?
Oh yeah, I can't really say exactly what's going on because I don't want to, you know, put the cart before the horse.
Sure, sure.
However, we do have a deal with an indie French label, a friend of ours, and we're going to release the album in a limited edition format. He's going to distribute it throughout Europe, but it's going to be a limited amount of copies. We'll have a few of our own to distribute through our website and stuff, but you know, it was a one-time thing just to get the record out there and kind of get a little fanfare, but we already have, and you know, he's doing things. The label is Deadlight Entertainment. They're from France. He's doing some things now. He just got a distro deal, so who knows what's going to happen. If we might go further with that, but we have had 3 labels that everyone knows already come forward and you know, basically say whenever you guys are ready. So what we want to do is we want to get the album pressed and released, and it's getting close. Once the album is in our hands, you know, we are free to basically shop that, and we're hoping for a bidding war. I mean, you know, I don't want to jinx it, but, you know, I think that judging from the response we've got enough shit going on that I doubt that we'll have any problem picking up the deal that we want. I'd like to get, you know, I know the state of the music. I've been in this industry for a long time, and I mean, you ain't getting the kind of money you once did, but you know, we'd like to at least get enough money to sustain ourselves on tour and do a couple of records. You know, that's the goal. We want to get the fuck out there on tour and play. We're bringing a stage show with us. We've already started building it. It's not going to be the usual stuff that you see with the, you know, impaled. I mean, I love what black metal artists do and stuff like that, but they do it better than I could ever do it. So we're going to do something a little different stage show-wise, but it's going to be exciting. There will be some visuals and some freaky fucking shit. So, and it's going to be evil. So I think that's what we were looking forward to doing. So
You were saying about the money you don't make from back in the day. You guys just shot a video, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Was that something that came out of your pocket? The guy from France flipped you a little money? What is that something that's going to eventually be a full-blown video? Or is it
where money? What? Huh? What?
Yeah,
No,
right.
everything at this point has been self-financed by the band.
Sure.
The entire recording of the album, we spent a lot. I mean, this has not been a cheap project. Cheap process to record the record. When you hear the production, which I'm sure you've heard the song, so at least a couple. So you know the production is off the charts. We've taken our time with that. We're going to release it as a 6-panel digipack with really killer art. We got an awesome artist. And anybody goes to our Facebook page will see the artwork. We've already released the cover. And the video itself, we did it all ourselves, you know, and that meant flying people in, hiring filmographers, getting locations, shoots, props, you know. Dana Duffy from Demonic Christ, who's a great friend of ours, she sang guest vocals on the track, and she came up from Columbus and appeared in the video with us in the live scene and the location footage, and it's crazy, you know. This is a full production video. I mean, we shot a live performance, and then we shot location stuff that tells the story of the song, and it's, I mean, what I said at the beginning was, if this thing doesn't get banned everywhere, then I did something wrong. It's off the fucking chain. So, Christians, beware.
Here you go. So then with that video, when it finally gets finalized and ready to go, is that going to be pretty much in conjunction with your release, or is it going to be just a little bit before?
A little before, yeah.
Teaser?
Yeah. Basically, we've had a lot of momentum. When we've released 2 tracks right now. We'll probably drop one more. And in the meantime, once the video is edited, we'll release that. And we had Terrorizer magazine, you know, the British metal magazine. They streamed one of our tracks on the homepage of their website, and you know, featured it, got us a lot of exposure. And they want to do the same for the video, so we'll probably give it to them first, let them premiere it, and then you know, once that's then after that, we'll upload it to our YouTube channel and you know, everywhere, you know, share it around and stuff like that. You know, it'll be available for public viewing. But yeah, I think we kind of locked in with it. We're going to give Terrorizer the exclusive right away through Deadlight Entertainment, the label. So So yeah, and it's going to be sick. And we've got, I mean, it's like a 4-minute song, and we've got like 4 hours of footage, and there's some evil shit. I mean, a priest gets the old what for, and there's some blood, and I mean, it's over the top. We wanted it to be over the top, and it is. So
why not?
Yeah.
You guys got any merch you're hawking for people? I've seen people with shirts already running around.
Well, I got a couple shirts for you guys
to help. You know, promote.
We do have merch. We have 2 designs of T-shirts right now. We've got patches and stickers. We've got little woven cuff titles that are like militaristic uniform type stuff that you can wear. I have an endorsement deal. One of my endorsement deals is with not Schecter. That's my guitar endorsement. Excuse me. Satan Central. They are. It's a website that's devoted to occult and satanic merchandise, and they sell Baphomet pendants and T-shirts and stuff like that. And I know the guy that owns the company. He's a good friend, and he's helping me out. He's handling my merch for me, so that I don't have to do it. I can concentrate on all the other minutiae of doing a record and a band on this level. So yeah. So basically, you know, we worked out a deal. When we go on tour and bring the merch out, I'm gonna be bringing some Satan Central stuff out, so we'll have a nice offering of stuff to sell. Aside from our own stuff with our name on it, we'll have other satanic and occult merchandise and stuff. And we're working on new stuff all the time. Right now we got a couple of T-shirts, and soon we'll have hoodies and girly shirts, and we have a couple other designs we want to do. So it's all, you know, one step at a time, but it is building up. By the time we hit the road, we're looking at wanting to be able to play live by April.
So that's your tentative thing for a mini tour, something in April?
Well, I think what we want to do first is, like I said, we are putting together a stage show. So what we're going to do is do a few debut showcases, like hopefully major market. We'll do Chicago, maybe set something up in LA, something New York, Atlanta. Obviously, I'd like to do something here in my hometown of Milwaukee, and I'm sure Julian would want to do something in Florida. You know, it's our hometown, hometown crowd. But Chicago and Milwaukee kind of get, you know, lumped in, you know, into the same general geographical locale. And we'll see what happens. But anyway, we want to do a couple of shows, cut our teeth, make sure everything's running right, make sure the band can play right. As soon as we can jump on a tour or set up our own, you know, hopefully the record will be out, be released, and start getting reviews, and then we can start doing stuff. You know, I mean, I'd like to take the band on the road and just keep on going.
There you go.
I'm getting up there in years, but man, I got a few more good fucking years of me to go out and fucking kill live, man. That's what it's all about.
Sure.
I'm an impatient person. I love to do music. I love to be in the studio and create, but the minutia of like hitting buttons and, you know, just sitting there, it's just like, oh damn it, I just want to plug in and plug and play. And the energy exchange between a band and their crowd when everything's hitting and all, you know, everything's firing, the stars are aligned, and all the, you know, everything's firing on all cylinders. There's nothing like it. That's the magic, you know. So to me, that's what was always special about. So I haven't played in a live context in my own band in quite a few years. So I'm really itching. Yeah, I'm getting the Jones. So
if someone's sitting here watching this video and you've piqued their interest with everything, throw us out where they can find and listen to your music. Everything you're on, whatever it is.
Well, for right now, we have an official website that we're launching. It's under construction. I've seen it. That's going to be at www.wolfpack44.com. We secured that domain a while ago. For now, our Facebook page is the best jumping off point, which is facebook.com wolfpack44.band, I believe. Well, you can just search Wolfpack44. We also have our songs are up and available on Reverb Nation, on SoundCloud, on Bandcamp. Also, we've got links on our page where you can hear the songs on. For instance, like I was talking about the Terrorizer, it's still on their website. You can hear it streaming there. You can hear it stream. You can hear the song streaming at our label's website. All the info is there on our Facebook page for now, and we'll be on the website once we have it up and running.
Okay.
And like I said, we also have a couple of lyric videos, and then this video, the production video for our song Ritual Romanum, is coming up. And as soon as we release that, you know, it'll be everywhere. So I'm sure I'll send you guys a link.
That sounds awesome.
And you and I go way the fuck back,
yeah,
so you know.
We're old friends.
We are.
Well, on that, you have any last parting words you want to say to your fans, future fans?
Well, you know, honestly, I'm not, you know, to me and my listening audience, you know, I don't play well with the whole trappings of what they call rock and stardom. I've never considered myself that, even though we sold a shitload of records in the old band. We hope to do the same with this, but you know what? I'm a fan like everybody else, man. I love music. That's why I got into this. All the trappings that come along with it, that's all gravy, man. That's, you know, that's icing on the cake. For me, I would just say, if you want to hear something intense, something heavy and extreme, something different, keep an open mind when you listen to us, because we're not a black metal band. We're not an industrial. I don't know what the fuck we are, but we're heavy.
There you go.
And it's got something for everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Well, I thank you very much, and please support.
Thank you.
Thank you.